Mum's still cooking dinner. That's what Carly's seen. She's seen Mummy cooking dinner. Camera dollies. And I've just been caught out.
The exclusive interview with Steve White.
Huntsville gets ready for an election.
And counting down the biggest party schools in the nation.
31 News Tonight is 1 minute away.
This place is just perfect. Why haven't you told me about it before?
Well, because it's so different, so quaint, so perfect. The gourmet sandwiches, the made-from-scratch entrees, the homemade desserts, the incredible service. I don't want the word to get out on this place. It's almost too perfect.
For a distinctive difference, make your lunch or dinner plans for Sinche's Garden Cafe, inside Interior Marketplace on 431.
Guys, is the pizza here?
Honey.
Pizza.
Nobody can resist Pizza Hut's totally top lovers pizzas.
Mom.
Right now, get your hands on a fully loaded medium meat lovers, veggie lovers, or any lovers pizza for only $9.99. Or go large for just $2 more. You can only get a lovers pizza when you go for the good stuff.
Coverage you can count on. This is WAAY 31 News Tonight.
The way it's been said, I mean, you know, it's just been so distorted. It's unbelievable.
The decision is made. Will Steve White get his job back, or does a judge uphold his firing?
WAAY 31 has the exclusive one-on-one interview with the fired Limestone County teacher. You'll hear his words on the accusations and the hearing straight ahead in a live report. Good evening, everyone. I'm Cliff Hill.
And I'm Sharon Joviet. Your top story tonight, Steve White will not be reinstated at West Limestone County High School.
Steve White is the teacher suspended for showing what some people called a vulgar and derogatory film about President Bush.
And then during the investigation of that Bush video, school officials found porn on his classroom computer. Now, there were a lot of other accusations thrown in during that investigation of White, some of it making national headlines. The investigation began in mid-April. By May, White was suspended. His computer was removed after parents said their children were exposed to pornographic images. White was fired by July, and he appealed that decision, and a judge has now rejected his request to get his job back. For weeks, White watched himself be humiliated on national television, but under the advice of attorneys, he stayed silent until today. White broke his silence exclusively to WAAY 31's Justin McFarland, who joins us now live. Justin, what did White have to say for himself today?
Well, Sharon, White was cool, calm, and collected when we sat down with him this afternoon for our exclusive interview. He says the only thing that he's guilty of is a lack of judgment.
The way it's been said, I mean, you know, it's just been so distorted. It's unbelievable.
Steve White feels blackballed. After 10 years in the classroom, White is out of a job after investigators found porn on his classroom desktop computer. White says he was just trying to be a good teacher.
One thing that I will say that I was guilty of is allowing my computer to be on all the time and allowing students to use it. But some of these students do not have access to computers at home, and that was part of their grade, so I allowed them to use my computer.
While using the computer for reports, some of those students admitted to downloading porn. It's one of the huge blemishes on an otherwise stellar career in the classroom. In a 36-page decision by the State Department of Education, hearing officer Joseph Battle found White to be, quote, a teacher that is well qualified, former president of the local chapter of the Alabama Education Association, and even the AEA Parent of the Year. But in this case, White's conduct is uncharacteristic with the rest of his record, and his misconduct is called a lack of judgment.
I will admit that I had some lack of judgment. If I had to go back over some of the things that I did, I wouldn't have done. But my heavens, the things that I have done positive, I feel like have much more outweighed the things, this one instant or that I've done negative.
Now, White will have to talk to his attorneys to figure out what he'll want to do next. He has 3 master's degrees, and he wants to continue to teach if possible, although the way this thing is hung over his head, I don't think it is. White will talk with his attorneys to figure out what he wants to do next. Reporting live in Huntsville, I'm Justin McFarland, WAAY 31 News.
Justin, it's good to finally hear his side of the story. Thank you. The incident in the classroom that got White in trouble initially was allegedly showing a derogatory video on President Bush. Here's what White had to say about the video and President Bush.
I respect the authority of the president. I disagree with some of his policies, but he is our president. And I did not present this like, today, students, we're going to be watching a video about the president, you know. This was like an email that came in. In fact, it came in from a local attorney. It was sent to me. And I opened it, and of course the students were around, and one of the students whose mother, the mother that complained about this, he told her mother, and then this all started.
Now, White is also a political candidate during all of this. Despite the rumors, White says he is still running for seat 4 in the Alabama House. He's the Democratic nominee for that seat. He says the Alabama Democratic Party has not asked him to drop out, and he'll decide over the next couple of days whether he will remain a candidate for the fall. Cliff?
All right, Sharon, thank you very much. In other news, elections are tomorrow in Huntsville, and candidates are in full-fledged campaign mode. City Councilman Mark Russell is being challenged by Madison County Superintendent Ray Swaim for City Council District 2. Swaim was out campaigning today while Russell geared up for tonight's City Council meeting. Both want the job. Russell he has raised more money than Swaim by tens of thousands of dollars.
I've been blessed with strong support from my friends and the people that I represent. You know, I grew up here. I have lots of friends. I've lived in the neighborhood, so I just know a lot of people, and I'm so blessed.
I don't think it will matter. In fact, I think it'll probably be in my favor because it's about service. It's not about how much money you got, and it's about hard work, dedication.
Polls are open from 7 until 7. In other news, jury selection began today in the capital murder trial of 28-year-old Jason Sharp, charged with murdering Tracy Lynn Morris 7.5 years ago. What took so long? That's what Madison County Commissioner Dale Strong wants to know. Strong says the Sharp case is by far the longest time for anyone in Alabama charged with murder to wait for a trial.
That's unacceptable. The United States Constitution, 6th Amendment says that they will have the right to a speedy trial. And we're sitting here 7.5 years, and the guilt or innocence of the accused is yet to be determined.
Strong says he doesn't want to do anything to jeopardize this case, but when it's over, he wants an explanation for this long delay. Paul Christopher Salisbury was arrested today for the murder of 49-year-old Willie James Baker, Jr. Both men are from South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Baker was found Friday in his car at the end of a driveway on County Road 93 in Jackson County. He'd been shot once in the head and his throat slashed. Salisbury is in the Jackson County Jail, charged with murder.
A Somerville man died Saturday after being exposed to carbon monoxide down inside the cabin of his boat. An engine failed, so 47-year-old Billy Wayne Thomas went down to fix it, but the fumes were too strong and he was overcome. Now others are being warned. Carbon monoxide usually comes from internal combustion engines, and these engines need good airflow. Carbon monoxide is odorless, tasteless, and it only takes a couple of breaths to overtake you.
The symptoms mimic that of seasickness. So if you're on a boat and you think you may have seasickness, the symptoms mimic, they're exactly the same.
It's also important to have a carbon monoxide alarm inside the boat cabin.
Fire in Lauderdale County destroyed a business and a home. It happened on Waterloo Road in the Oakland community. Donaldson Brothers Rug Company caught fire Sunday around noon. The building became fully engulfed in flames and then caught a house next to it on fire as well. Both are a total loss.
This warehouse was full of carpet, and it gets down underneath all that carpet, and it just smolders and gets real hot, and it dries itself out and catches back up.
State fire marshals are still investigating the cause of the fire.
Another part of the C.C. Clay Bridge is due to come down. The southern portion of the bridge will be demolished around 11 a.m. tomorrow. A 200-foot section was demolished last Wednesday. The 75-year-old bridge is no longer needed thanks to a new 3-lane bridge.
Parents writing those huge tuition checks might want to take a closer look at the list of colleges here. It's not the one with the best schools. It's the top 10 for partying. Number 1, University of Texas at Austin. Penn State and West Virginia University round out the 3 biggest party schools.
John Benet Ramsey's accused killer is back on U.S. soil, but now that he's considered a prisoner, how has his life changed?
And in your D-Block, the lighter side of news, amazing video of a crook captured. This is why you don't mess with a canine unit. Brad?
And of course, it's August, and we've been seeing hot weather, and it will cool down tomorrow. Just not be considered cool. I'll tell you the temperature and the forecast for the next 7 days coming up next.
You're watching Cliff Hill and Sharon Dovia. WAAY 31 News tonight is coverage you can count on.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Jerry Damson Auto Group.
Lincoln Mercury has some of America's hottest selling new models. And to celebrate, every 2006 Mercury has the hottest deals of the summer during the Lincoln Mercury Celebration Clearance. Like the award-winning Mercury Milan. Now lease Milan with 0 first month payment, 0 down, and 0 cash due at $257 a month. And just announced, extended powertrain coverage for 5 years or 60,000 miles on all 2006 Mercury vehicles.
What do we know about Lucy Baxley?
She said on television that she supported John Kerry because he's liberal.
Liberal.
She's a big supporter of Hillary Clinton. Called her an inspiration.
An inspiration?
An inspiration?
I'm a Democrat. Even I couldn't support John Kerry or Hillary Clinton.
Now Lucy Baxley is attacking Bob Riley.
Attacking his conservative agenda.
Liberal tax cuts.
Tax cuts and historic education funding.
Lucy Baxley. She's just too liberal. Too liberal? Too liberal.
Too liberal for Alabama.
Drop everything. Toyota's nationwide clearance event is on now. Check out the roomy Tundra Double Cab. And it's a great time to buy the unstoppable Tundra. Save big on the Toyota Tundra. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on all new 2006 Tundra models. Or get $4,000 cash back, plus the XSP Sport Package discount for a total savings of $6,000 on the Tundra Double Cab. The clock's ticking. Catch the Toyota Time nationwide clearance event today. Toyota, moving forward.
In a single moment.
I think you ought to come down here.
Mother, I can't just drop everything.
One life becomes part of the nine. The Nine, coming Wednesdays this fall after Lost, only on ABC.
Discounts up to 40% on auto insurance. See Judy Larson in Decatur.
Now, Stormforce 31 Chief Meteorologist Brad Huffa with your simple and accurate forecast.
We were hearing a little bit of thunder earlier today and didn't see much out of it.
No, it's like winning the lottery. It's like you're playing scratch-offs. About 1 in 5 people are going to win on those, and then you're only going to get a couple of bucks. In fact, I've got one right now. I've got to take, I spent $5. Need to go collect my $5 back. I'm sure what's happening outside. Your forecast 7 days away, showing temperatures near 91 degrees. It was given to me. I don't gamble. Let me make that clear. Right. 91 degrees on Tuesday, Wednesday, 91 Thursday, about 92 degrees. 93 degrees on Friday. You know, I think if we were gambling legal, though, it might be a good idea to bet on the weather, see how right or wrong I am. Just an idea. 93 degrees on Friday. I don't want to be the source of bankruptcy, though. 93 degrees on Friday, Saturday 94, Sunday about 92 because I never miss, and you may think I do. 90 on Monday, slight chance of widely scattered showers beginning to pop back in the forecast Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only hit or miss showers again, much like today where they hit. They're going to be very heavy, but most of us will just see them move on by. Another hot day today, middle 90s again today. Scattered thunderstorms, some local heavy downpours with lightning. That was today. Drought continues, though. No break in the drought is ahead. As to break this drought, we will need to see day after day, for week after week, for month after month after month, of steady rains periodically, and that's just not in the forecast. 94 degrees Huntsville International this afternoon, 72-degree morning. Low temperature, average 89, record 102, set back in 1983. Northwest Alabama Regional Airport, 94, 10 from the record, 4 above average, 74 degrees. Not a very warm morning, a cool morning anywhere, very warm, sticky temperatures. Satellite picture underneath those clouds, we are seeing areas of rains and thunderstorms, still some downpours still occurring in southern Middle Tennessee and parts of North Alabama. We're also seeing a cluster of rain showers, thunder showers, beginning now to drop more to the southeast across parts of northern Mississippi, although some of these may hold together long enough to cause an isolated shower in parts of northwest Alabama as the next few hours progress. Let me switch you real quick to Stormforce 31 live Doppler radar, and I want to show you what we're showing right now, southern Middle Tennessee, some downpours approaching Tullahoma. Pretty heavy rains, in fact. Then you look down across parts of Jackson County to DeKalb County. Those thunderstorms continue to move past Flat Rock just north of Ider, and these thunderstorms are drifting southeast at around 20 miles an hour, and they are causing some very heavy rains although I say thunder, you'd notice no flashing bolts of lightning in this right now. We are actually seeing the lightning dissipate in these thunderstorms as well. Here's your real-time forecast. If you look outside tomorrow morning, you'll see a kind of a hazy sky. Then through the day, expect to see widely scattered thunder showers mostly to our south and east. There's the day. Look at what happens Wednesday as well. Most of the rain staying south and east again. Into Thursday, about the same story. Most of the rain staying south and east. So we are going to be seeing the moisture increase just a bit Thursday, and I'm throwing a slight chance of showers back in the forecast for Thursday, but very, very slight. Tomorrow morning, we'll start off with morning lows mid-70s. Afternoon highs likely right around 90, 91, dropping into the upper 80s before the sun sets. About 4 o'clock, temperatures upper 80s. And outside right now, mid to upper 70s because these scattered showers. It's still very muggy outside. And again, a couple of rain showers there near Pulaski, Tullahoma. So for the most part, if you see some thunder and lightning tonight, don't be surprised, guys.
Wow, okay. Well, he ate better than most of us last night.
But now John Carr is in a Los Angeles jail alone. We'll have the latest on the man who's confessed to murdering JonBenet Ramsey.
Thanks for watching WAAY 31 News tonight.
Dear Dr. Z, are Dodge trucks more than just Hemis? The new Dodge Ram has a new frame for improved ride and handling. And Dodge Durango has an electronic stability program and technology we invented. What would you expect from the world's largest producer of commercial vehicles?
Kirk! You forgot Hemi with fuel-saving MDS.
Sorry.
Actors.
It's back. Employee pricing plus 0% financing. Get our employee price on most 2006 Dodge vehicles.
Fresh from O'Charlie's Wild Kitchen. Bold new fire-roasted flavors you've never tasted before. Like O'Charlie's new French onion sirloin, topped with caramelized onions and melted Swiss cheese. Fresh salmon, grilled on a cedar plank for a smoky roasted flavor. And O'Charlie's new zesty orange peeled chicken, starting at just $9.99. So come taste the wild side of O'Charlie's today, right here at the corner of good food and good times.
Bragg's of Huntsville is turning 65, and with an anniversary sale we think you'll want to come to. For store-wide savings up to 50%, 75% on selected accents, framed art, and accessories. We think you'll want to see a new line of bedroom furniture from Hinkle Harris, as well as the latest Theodore Alexander replica collection of reproduction furniture. Newly arrived sofas and chairs, home office and home theater we think you'll want to see. And we know you'll want the 65th anniversary price. Sale going on now at Bragg's, Governor's Drive, Huntsville.
Have you seen the all-new Chevy Tahoe?
The new interior is amazing.
And its active fuel management delivers surprising fuel economy.
Better than Ford, Nissan, or Toyota.
Chevy Tahoe. If you liked it before, you'll love it now.
Get a 2007 Chevy Tahoe LS two-wheel drive, starting at $33,990.
Tahoe from Chevy, America's #1 brand, America's #1 value.
See your North Alabama Chevy dealer.
Hi, I'm Miranda Meek, and I'd like to invite you to watch the Home Builders Show Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. on WAAY TV. We'll be introducing you to some of the finest home builders in North Alabama, Red Rock Homes, Alabama Heritage Homes, and Mark Harris Homes. They'll be taking us on a tour of some of the floor plans that they have to offer, as well as giving us expert tips and advice. You can also check us out on the web at WAAYTV.com. I hope you'll join me Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. right here on WAAY TV for the Home Builders Show.
After a controversial luxury plane ride from Thailand, John Mark Carr woke up in a high-security jail cell today. Authorities in Los Angeles will hold him until his extradition to Colorado. Carr is facing possible charges in the death of JonBenet Ramsey, in which he claims involvement. In Boulder, Colorado tonight, they're preparing to take custody of their high-profile prisoner, and ABC's Carla Wall is there.
Mark Carr is housed in isolation in a 6-by-9-foot cell at the Twin Towers jail in downtown Los Angeles. He now is represented by a San Francisco lawyer, and tomorrow is expected to appear in court for an extradition hearing, which will determine when he will be transferred to Colorado to face charges in the murder of 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey. Carr's cell has no windows, no phone. It's a far cry from his luxurious Thai Airways flight back from Bangkok. He sat in business class for the 15-hour flight, dining on prawns, duck, and pate, drinking champagne and wine.
He had a better meal than I did last night.
Beth Wilcox and other Boulder taxpayers likely will foot the bill for Carr's ticket home. With his 3 government escorts, it comes to about $10,000.
If they spent an extra $500 on the airfare,
it doesn't make any difference at all. The whole bill is going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars before it's finished.
There are still so many questions about CAR.
Smile, John.
This home video was shot by his friend in 1992 when CAR and his family were living in Alabama. He appears relaxed and happy, mugging to the camera. But the picture is deceiving. CAR's ex-wife says he was violent. She divorced him after he was arrested on child pornography charges. Now a doctor at a clinic in Bangkok tells ABC News that earlier this year, CAR had 4 treatments to remove hair from his face in preparation for a sex change operation.
The first treatment, he mentioned about he wanted to do the sex change.
Once CAR arrives here at the Boulder jail, the pressure will be on prosecutors to formally charge him. Carla Wohl, ABC News, Boulder, Colorado.
Coming up next on your D block, that block of news we reserve for the wacky and weird. Tonight, some ideas aren't good ones. Yep, and this one was definitely a bad idea. Kids, do not do this at home. But maybe you could try this one. Surf's up for Fido. Stay tuned. Your D block is on your way.
When you drive something gorgeous from Jaguar Huntsville, you can feel the difference.
Drive a new S-Type, now only $469 a month. Long-term employees caring for customers that keep coming back. You'll feel the difference.
Chrysler Employee Pricing Plus continues at Cloverleaf Chrysler Dodge Jeep Indicator. Come in for employee pricing and choose 0% financing or rebates up to $4,500 cash back on select Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep vehicles. And right now, we're offering the Chrysler 30-day return program. Employee Pricing Plus continues at Cloverleaf. But the savings won't last long, so hurry into Cloverleaf, North Alabama's #1 Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealer. Just one more reason why you'll love our deal. Highway 31 South, Decatur.
We'll be back on oven-roasted chicken.
Oh, please water the plants on Italian BMT.
Take the trash out on tuna.
And Pookie gets her bath on roast beef. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Now, every day is Subway. Subway restaurants. With a $3.99 daily meal deal, you can get a different regular 6-inch fresh value meal for only $3.99 every day.
I'll give you another 50 if Pookie disappears sometime before turkey breast.
Subway. Eat fresh.
Okay, lean back. Put your head back. All right, move your arm. Lift your arm so I can get the soap. Dad, come on. Okay, let me wash your hair.
When you drive an SUV from Land Rover Huntsville, you can feel the difference. Now drive the LR3 as low as $4.99 a month.
Long-term employees caring for customers that keep coming back. You'll feel the difference.
Tonight we have a canine hanging 10 with his owner, a canine on the attack, and a firefighter goes for a pretty dumb ride in a dryer. Cliff has more in the D block.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's start with a dramatic end to a standoff on a highway in Mesa, Arizona, involving a man wanted on child abuse charges. Take a look at this video. Man stood outside the car for a while and apparently holding a gun on the child. Then police SWAT team moves in, and there's the canine. Look at that. SWAT team released smoke canisters and tasers, you name it. Well, the man tried to fight the dog off, as you can see, and police grabbed him while he jumped into the car. Paramedics treated the man for injuries and put him on a stretcher. Canine is okay. Well, you're looking at a fireman in a dryer. Yes, you heard right, a fireman in a dryer. It was meant to be a bit of fun, but those involved weren't laughing when they got suspended from work. You know, those cell phones? Well, one of the co-workers captured this with his cell phone, and it ended up on the internet. Fireman's all right. He's just a little dizzy. Thump, thump, thump. Dogs and their owners were hanging kin this morning in San Diego. It was the first ever doggy surfing competition at the Coronado Dog Beach. Besides the surf competition, there was also a furry fashion show, pedicures, and pet psychic sessions. All proceeds from the event went to a local charity. Isn't he having a blast? Woo. Well, file this one under questionable carry-on items. An 11-year-old Kansas City girl returned home from a vacation to find a hermit crab in her luggage, and she didn't put it there. She said she decided to bring home some clam shells and put them in a baggie, and she tossed them into her luggage. That's what we all do. But little did she know that a hermit crab had crawled in there as well. Well, family is planning to get a tank to house the hermit crab, so no animals have been harmed in this report.
We like the dog attack.
The dog attack.
That's impressive. No, the dog was fine.
Dog was fine.
Thanks, Cliff. Alabama's top running back was injured today in practice. Sports director TW Starr joins us next with the latest on his condition. Stay with us. Sports is on the way.
It's here, but not forever. The Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. See your Lexus dealer before this opportunity disappears.
I didn't think I had a problem. Drugs were my best friends. My parents didn't have a clue. I thought I had it under control. But when I almost hit that kid, I needed hope. And with Mom and Dad's help, I found it. I couldn't believe that people actually understood and cared about me. Bradford proved me wrong.
I've been doing business with Jimmy really ever since he came to Athens, and I got a GMC truck first, which I dearly loved, and I've got my husband driving a Buick also. It's what I tell everybody: go see Jimmy Smith, because if you even think you want a car, he'll find the one that's just right.
We'll save you money and take better care of you than anyone else. Jimmy Smith Pontiac Buick GMC, just minutes from Madison on Highway 72 in Athens.
Man, this is some tasty wings, really.
That's what we're talking about. Words can't describe the taste of Zaxby's meal deals, like our new boneless wings meal with sweet and spicy sauce, fries, and a 22-ounce drink. The taste is huge, and at $4.99, won't be around forever. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
It's beautiful.
It's here, but not forever. The Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. See your Lexus dealer before this opportunity disappears. It's time for TW's Dog, named Best Sports Anchor by the Associated Press, with your WAAY 31 Sports.
Hey everybody, a scare for the Alabama coaching staff today in Tuscaloosa. Tied halfback and Huntsville native Ken Darby had to be helped from the field after taking a big shot to his right knee. Darby did walk back to the field with an ice pack on his knee later in practice. Coach Mike Shula says it's a bruised knee. He should be ready to go for the opener against Hawaii. With the start of Alabama's football season less than 2 weeks away, Sports Illustrated has put out a special collector's edition called Celebrating Alabama Football. 88 pages dedicated to highlights and history of Alabama football, including a look back at Alabama's last 7 national championship teams. On the cover, as you can see, Joe Namath and Coach Bear Bryant, and a montage of great moments in Crimson Tide football history. The special edition hit newsstands today. The high school football season is quickly approaching in the state of Alabama. Over at Madison Academy, the Mustangs are coming off a banner year, 10 wins and an impressive run deep into the playoffs. Matt Clouser and company looking to build on that this season.
And you know, you have a season like that, what it does for the morale and just the kids now, it's to the point now where they expect to win, and that's what we're trying to get in our program, where we expect to win every year and we just reload instead of try to rebuild.
Defense probably our strength, main strength. Our offense is getting better though. I think it'll be better than last year, and I think we'll do good.
All right, a day after golf's final major of the season, Ryder Cup captain Tom Lehman made his picks for this year's competition. Scott Verplank and Florence, Alabama native Stuart Sink will join the Ryder Cup team to take on Europe's best next month in Ireland.
The impression that I got was they fully expected to be a part of this team, that they've been thinking about it, dreaming about it, looking forward to it for 2 years. And they basically said, I can't wait to go. Let's go play.
Little family vacation.
Braves baseball hosting Pittsburgh tonight in Atlanta. John Smoltz getting it done tonight on the mound. 8 innings of great work. He had 10 strikeouts, allowed just 3 hits. You don't need too much offense when pitching is that good, and it was. Martin Prado doubles home Matt Diaz and Adam LaRoche Braves blanked the Bucks 3-0. Southern League Baseball, after having a 6-game win streak snapped last night, the Stars, well, they lost another one tonight. 4-2, actually, that's incorrect. It's 4-2 Diamond Jacks.